Hey everyone, welcome back to another recipe video. Today we are making this rose shea facial scrub with rose clay and shea butter. Also, if you're new here, do not forget to subscribe and also make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload, because I can't tell you how many people will say like, hey, you haven't uploaded in a while, and I've literally been uploading every single Sunday. So make sure that's on so you know when I post a new recipe video. So here is the formula we're going to be working with, and I'm going to be creating a 200-gram batch, so that is what the recipe looks like. And if you don't know how to transfer formulas into recipes, I will link that video down below so you guys can learn how to do that, along with some videos that are great for beginners. So if you are a beginner, those videos will help you out. So we are going to start with phase A, which includes 69 grams of caprylic capric triglyceride. So this is a really lightweight emollient ester. It's really similar to carrier oils or vegetable oils, but it's much more lightweight. It's also clear, it's non-greasy, so it feels much lighter on the skin compared to vegetable oils. But you can use vegetable oils if you would like here, so like olive oil or something like that. Next is ritamulse SCG. This is the thickener and structuring agent for the scrub. It just keeps everything blended together and it gives it some viscosity. You could use emulsifying wax or some other kind of waxy emulsifier. And I added in 10 grams. Then I'm going to add in some shea butter. This is moisturizing. It adds a bit of viscosity and structure to the scrub as well. And you can substitute this out for a softer butter like mango butter. And I added in 10 grams. Now you want to grab a pan that's filled with about 1 inch of water and place your beaker in. Place it over your stovetop on about medium heat and just let everything melt. You might need to give it a mix here or there. Just let everything melt down. That's all you need to do. And then once everything is cooled, you can go ahead and remove it from the heat. Give it a little bit of a mix. And you want it to cool to around 100 degrees due to the vitamin E. So if you don't add in vitamin E, then you can just add everything right in. So vitamin E is an antioxidant and it can get compromised if it's heated up. So that's why we need to wait for it to cool. But this can help keep the product fresher. It's not a preservative, it's just an antioxidant. And I added in 1 gram of it. So if you don't have this, again, you don't need it. It just helps keep the oil more fresh, the butter more fresh, but it's not a preservative. And just mix it all in. Then grab whatever clay you would like. I'm using rose clay. So this can act as a really extremely mild exfoliant, but that's not the purpose we're using it in this product. We're using it to absorb excess oils on the skin, and it also acts as a texturizing agent. It will also add that beautiful, like deep rose color to the scrub. So if you decide to use a different clay, yours will obviously look different. And I added in 10 grams of the rose clay. Then for the exfoliant, I'm using white granulated sugar. This is just a basic store-bought sugar. You could use different sugars like coconut sugar or sugar in the raw, but those are more abrasive and they also have dark colors to them, so it will affect the final color of your product. I don't recommend salt because I find it too abrasive, and also like I always seem to have cuts or something, so it burns them. But you could use jojoba pearls or beads or like bamboo stem powder. If you have like a more mild exfoliant, then you could use that. And I added in 100 grams of the sugar, and you just want to mix it in. It might help adding in just a little bit at a time and then mixing and then adding more. Okay, so now we are done making the product. It hasn't reached its full viscosity yet. So that is why I wanted to go ahead and pour it into these squeezy bottles. I picked a squeezy bottle with a large opening because I figured it'd be easy to pour it in, and I know this is a thick scrub because I've been using the tester I made for about a week now, but I was like, you know what, I think this is thin enough that it'll fit through these squeezy bottles. Well, I was wrong. It was definitely way too thick, so let me just fast forward to the part. So I came back the next day all excited, and no, look, I literally can't squeeze anything out. So it's back to the drawing board. These 2-ounce jars, these are low profile jars, so it makes it easier to scoop out the product. This is the tester I've been using for a week now. Now looking at it, I'm like, Tara, how in the world did you think that would fit through the squeezy bottle? But whatever, so I just took the little squeezy bottles and squeezed them out into my low profile 2-ounce jars. I'll link to some of these that are similar that I found on Amazon because I've had these forever and I don't remember where I bought them. But here is the final scrub. Look at the gorgeous little consistency it has. I don't know why I described it that way. But yeah, it's a pretty thick scrub, but it's also has like good spreadability, so it's easy to spread on your skin. And I actually really like this packaging for the scrub. And since this does have a really high content of sugar, if a little bit of water gets into this product, you really don't have to worry about it. It might make it like clump together a little bit, but it's fine. But just try not to get water in it. But anyways, to use this product, you want to make sure you start with damp skin. I take about like a quarter size amount of scrub, maybe a little bit less, and then I just massage it into my skin. I really like to focus on my problem areas, which are around like my mouth and my nose area. Those areas get really flaky, and I use chemical exfoliants all the time, and I still get this flakiness around my nose and mouth area. So that is personally why I like physical scrubs. I know there's controversy behind physical scrubs, but I personally think as long as you're using a mild exfoliant and not something like walnut shell powder that has been said to create micro tears in your skin, I think you're fine. So that's why I like to stick with sugar or more mild exfoliants on the face. Just massage it in circular motions all over your skin, and you can even leave it on afterwards to act as like a clay mask for a little bit if you would like. If you are personally a fan of clay masks, they can be a bit drying. So if you have more dry skin, you might not want to, and just remove it immediately afterwards. But since it does have a lot of oil in it, it is pretty moisturizing as well. So if you struggle with acne and maybe your dry skin, then this could be a good little 2-in-1 scrub and mask for you guys. And afterwards, I'll just wash it away. If you want to use it as a mask, keep it on for about like 10 minutes. But if you're not, then immediately wash it away. I'm trying to do it on camera, and I don't know why I'm like rubbing down on my face. You're not supposed to do that. But look at me doing it, you know, because sometimes I just don't pay attention to what I'm doing. And it's so hard to wash away with a wash rag, so I just recommend washing it over the sink. But yeah, anyways, that is the finished product. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for any other scrub recipes you guys want to see, because I'm planning on doing some other scrub formulas in the future. Also, go check out my Patreon. I post 2 exclusive videos on there every single month, and I also create blog versions of the recipes I share on YouTube, along with a PDF file you can download and print out. All right, thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Stuck in the motions, I've been consumed by the wrath of time, like I'm shattered in this life. It's still the path that I've chosen, because I've had a vision. Now I'm on a mission to find myself with music and find someone to listen.